Good morning. So this reading is going to be for Friday, September 6th. And so what I'm going to do here is just pull a little bit to find out about our past, our present, and then our future energy. One more on the past. Okay, one present. Get two more, please. Okay, I do love where this is going. Looking here, bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. Something is shifting here. You are shifting, you are transforming, you are seeing things differently. The Seven of Swords indicates that in the past, either you were aware of everything and you were just choosing to ignore certain pieces of it, or you weren't aware of it at all. And now you're starting to understand not only the big picture, but how all of the other pieces fit into place. How is it that everything transpired the way that it did? There's something about, I'm trying to articulate exactly what I'm feeling, because what I'm feeling, what I'm actually seeing is it's all blue, but it's a puzzle and it's the pieces going together. And so it's just a big puzzle with there's no picture on it. It's just the pieces fitting together. So it could be something where you maybe struggled to put all the pieces together, or you weren't sure how to connect all the dots. And then finally, just like with puzzles, you get that one piece, you put that one piece in the puzzle, and then everything else just naturally falls into place, and you're able to see the whole picture completely. You're able to see the entire transformation from these individual puzzle pieces into this big picture. This is what it feels like right now. That's what this kind of all transformation that's taking place. It feels a lot like coming together. Really, things are coming together right now. So when I look at the past, I'm getting Eight of Wands, Hanged Man, Four of Wands. This might be specific to a small subset of people, but it looks like in the past there was some sort of conversation around a future with another person, some sort of romance, some sort of marriage. Let's talk about getting married. But in order to really be able to move forward, you had to see things from a different perspective. And so because you weren't in that energy, you weren't able to see that big picture and how everything fit together, there was no movement forward. It's almost like the minute that you tried to move forward with this person because you recognized the potential in a situation, there was an immediate pause. There was an immediate shift. It's because of this Seven of Swords energy. And so the Seven of Swords indicates that you weren't seeing the truth of the situation, that something here was cloudy. I don't want to say it was manipulative, because I don't think it was manipulative in the way that like somebody would manipulate another person. It was more that you were having a hard time seeing the entire big picture. I'll find out more when I clarify, or maybe as we continue this reading. So in the current energy here with the Page of Swords, Two of Wands, and I love when the Empress shows up, because the Empress is transformation. So this is the birth of something new. This is very loving and nurturing, and I'm getting a lot of divine energy coming through where it's like, I don't want to say you're being coddled, even though that's the word that I'm getting. It's very much like you're in this kind of protective cocoon. You are being shaped and molded into the person that you're going to become. There's something about the caterpillar becoming a butterfly that is really coming through with this Empress energy, where you're able to transform and shed that old skin so that you can step into something new. Page of Swords, Two of Wands. I mean, you're very clearly making a decision on what your next steps need to be, on what your path forward needs to be. That Two of Wands is seeing the potential in a situation, but it's looking off into the distance and seeing the potential. It's not necessarily right in front of you right now. You can see it coming down the line, and that's something that you want to move towards. That's this Empress energy. And so there's something about think bigger, think big picture on what you're looking for. Don't get so caught up in the details of how it's all going to unfold, or set those expectations that it has to be ABC in order to get XYZ, because it's not necessarily going to play out that way. And the universe is saying, you know, to kind of trust, put a little bit of trust into this. You're transforming. You don't need to have all the answers right now. When I look at the future energy here, I'm getting the Seven of Wands, the Lovers, and the Magician. There's something here. It feels like you were in a period of resisting moving towards exactly what you wanted here. Some people are afraid of having their dreams become true, because part of it is that what happens next? When you get everything that you dream of, what happens next? Well, the truth is you create new dreams. You go after more things. You do more with what you have. You take that kind of confidence that you have from saying, I've done what I wanted to do. I've accomplished those goals that I've set for myself. Now I'm going to set new goals for myself. And so think of them maybe more as goals than dreams, and just kind of aim towards those goals, because the goals require some sort of effort. It's not something that's going to fall into your lap here. And it feels like you've been really resisting going towards these goals that you've set for yourself, these dreams that you have for yourself. But something is shifting within you, and it's like, once you see the potential in a situation, nothing is going to stop you from going after what you want. And it does look like love and romance is where you want to go. So think like definitely like a divine connection here, a soulmate type of energy, somebody here that you're very, I want to say, spiritually connected, emotionally, physically. There's a very strong connection between the two of you. It's what you've been trying to manifest here. I mean, you're literally a mirror of each other. And so there's something about this. This is what you're going towards. This is what you want here. And you're going to hit a point where nothing is going to be able to stop you from going after this. Nothing is going to be able to take you off course, not even yourself. So if you've been holding yourself back for whatever reason, that's all going to come to an end. So let's get some additional details here. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, the Hanged Man, Four of Wands, with the Eight of Wands, I'm getting the Fool. The meeting of this person, if this was somebody that you met in the past, and this is somebody that, you know, again, you had some sort of, it does seem that way, that you met somebody here in the past, you were really thinking long-term with this person, maybe even having some sort of conversation here. This person was brought in for a new beginning. That's exactly what this was. But there was something that prevented you from being able to move forward, and I'm going to get to that here in a second. But I love to see the Fool coming out, because this is cleared karma. This indicates a brand new path forward. You did not attract the same type of person that you would have attracted in the past. It's really funny. I had a conversation over the weekend with somebody who told me that during his entire 20s, he was not in a healthy place. And so he kept attracting very toxic men towards him. And so very interesting, because you do, like when you're not in a healthy place, you keep attracting the same type of person, somebody that's also not healthy. And so what this indicates to me is that, you, believe it or not, you were actually in a better place when you met this person. And that sparked a whole new beginning. You were in a better place. And so when I look at here, the Hanged Man, so what held you back? What stopped you from being able to move this forward? Well, the Empress. There was something here that you needed to transform. You needed to experience this new beginning so that you could start to see things from a different perspective. That different perspective led to a transformation that is actually bringing you back into. So this could be a connection that started with some sort of pause, and now this is a restart. It's showing up here in the past. This is something that required some sort of transformation to take place for you specifically. Because it doesn't feel like, I mean, it could have been the other person, but it does feel more specific for you. Four of Wands, a Five of Pentacles. So there might have been something here in the past where there was some sort of ending here. One person did create some sort of ending. So there could have been a breakup here in the past, but it was for your transformation. Two of Wands. With the Page of Swords, I'm getting the King of Pentacles. You definitely are thinking long-term here. King of Pentacles. So male or female is just the energy of the card. What you're transforming into and what you've been transforming into is something very stable, very grounded. The type of person who, when you're faced with some sort of troubling circumstance, whatever that it might be, you are going to be able to stay grounded and rooted where you are. It's not going to be this complete upheaval in your life. That's what you've been doing. That's what you've been transforming into. It's reestablishing your foundation and making it so solid. If there were cracks in the foundation before, they are being filled in. You are really solidifying who you are right now, and so that you can go after what you want. Something really significant about this transformation that you've been going through. With the Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, everything that you kind of have your sights set on, you have all the skills necessary in order to achieve those goals, to go after those dreams, to get what you want here. The Empress here with the Lovers. So the Empress is Venus, and with the Lovers showing up, this is really about coming together with another person, but we've got the Lovers. So we have the Empress out here twice, in the past and present. We have the Lovers in the present and the future energy. So this is really coming together with somebody here who is very significant in your life. This is a soulmate type of person, somebody that you would have this deep connection with. It's almost one of those connections, again, with the mirroring. Very similar people, may have led similar lives, been on similar journeys. Obviously wouldn't be exactly the same because no two people are exactly the same, but very, very similar in who you are, how you handle situations, things like that. Tell me about the Lovers. And the Magician. With the Seven of Wands, I'm getting the King of Wands. I love to see this because the King of Wands, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this is really about once you make up your mind, whatever actions you take are going to be for yourself. They're for your own benefit. They're in pursuit of something you want to do. So this is where you're going to stick up for yourself. You're not going to let anybody sway you. You're going to go after exactly what you want here. Any resistance that you would have had to having that type of relationship, that really deep emotional, spiritual kind of bond with another person, it's being lifted from you, but it's more because you've figured out how to ground yourself now so that you can be stable in the long run, so that you could maybe not, because I'm just getting this sense of like wavering back and forth. It's like, it's almost like the foundation that you had previously was so uneven or had so many cracks in it that it was just hard to really stay still and stay in the moment and not worry about whatever was coming in the future. But with that King of Pentacles, King of Wands energy, King of Pentacles, you're doing it. You are creating that stability for yourself. King of Wands, all the actions that you're going to take going forward are going to be to kind of reinforce the stability, really grow upon that foundation that you're building for yourself. When I see the Lovers with the Three of Cups, I know I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. It's really establishing that kind of foundation with this person as well. It's not even just about, okay, let's enter into some sort of dating relationships. Let's genuinely like who the other person is, because that's not always the case. I've met a lot of people who just, they were together, but then they ended up breaking up because they just weren't friends. They weren't people that they could rely on. Like either the husband or the wife couldn't rely on their spouse, and it ended up ruining the marriage because it didn't have this solid foundation. That's what's going to be different here, is that there is going to be a solid foundation. It starts with you having your own solid foundation, and then you're able to build upon it with this other person. And with the Magician energy, I'm getting the Seven of Pentacles. And so love to see where this is going. This is also, I mean, the Empress out here is this one here. You can kind of see it. So she's pregnant. Seven of Pentacles, also pregnant. So there is something that is meant to unfold here and really build and develop over time. That Seven of Pentacles is about investing. That Magician energy is about investing in your goals and your dreams and trying to make them a reality here. And so it's something where whatever you're doing for yourself right now, keep doing it, because it's putting you in a much better mental state, emotional state. It's really grounding you in the moment so that you can take action in pursuit of your goals and your dreams. And you don't have to worry about anything happening, about the entire foundation crumbling. You're building a solid foundation here. So this is the reading for Friday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.